Greetings, friends. Happy Tuesday. It's really so wonderful to be back with you with the daily messages. As those of you in Mystery School know, the last month or so has been an incredible marathon of new creation and initiation and launching of this remarkable year of the dog, and in which we're crossing a threshold of new creation and new potentials. And everything this year is going to be bigger and more amazing than we could have imagined. And in my experience and in the experience of our collective work together, that has already happened beyond what we could have imagined possible. And that, what I'm speaking of, refers to the creation of our new space, our new environment for Mystery School. We only started moving in 2 weeks ago, and what has happened in the last 2.5 weeks now is truly phenomenal and so inspiring. This space is going to take our work to the next level and take our collective ability to contribute and participate to the next level, because we have a foundation now that supports what we're doing moving forward. So if I look a little bit tired, it's because my physical body has been engaged in a marathon for the last month, and everything's been phenomenal, and now I get to rest and recoup a little bit, take a breath, and come back to daily messages. So the message for today, I pulled one card yesterday afternoon as I was holding space for the group and the group grids, and asked for one card that would be a message of support for us and affirmation for us in a way in which I could connect and do energy work with our grid. And the card I pulled is the card for alchemy, and the card for the representation of what we are doing together as we step fully into our own path of purpose in this life. Interestingly, on Tree of Life, this card also speaks to the specific auspices of the full moon message, which are about a new quality of lifting of the veil, a new quality of seeing and connecting to our higher selves and to the nature of truth and the nature of reality beyond what has been perhaps hidden from us. On Tree of Life, this card represents Sagittarius and the literal shooting of the arrow from the physical world to our higher self, and the ongoing attempts we make to cross veils of illusion so that we can connect more and more and more fully to the truth of who we are. So that's the process that we're engaged with every day of this life. There's special support right now in these final stages of this lunar cycle to make a fuller, stronger connection through insight and perception beyond what we have known before, so that we can experience a fuller connection to the golden truth of who we are and our full potential. This golden sun behind the woman represents our connection to our inner sun, to our inner truth, and to our higher self. Her pouring of the ingredients to create alchemy represents our activity in the world and our ability to engage now in new ways in exploring truth, and higher connection. So that's the message for today, and that was the message, the energetic message I sent to each of you yesterday and to our grid. For those who are working with Sabian symbols, I want to say a little bit about the significance of where we are right now in the zodiac sign of Pisces. The sun yesterday crossed 15 Pisces, which is the midpoint of the burst of power of Pisces energy. It's the exact midpoint of the month of Pisces. In tarot, the moon card represents Pisces, and this has to do with the gates of initiation, of us crossing our own path of power and being ready to step into the fullness of awareness and emotional strength of traversing our own path. The twin figures of Anubis guarding the threshold represent the fact that we always have protection and support. Anubis in dog year is someone who is a being, ascended consciousness, who is going to be offering us extra help this year as we transition into our own new phases of mastery and our own new abilities. So we are highly protected, and this month of Pisces is about stepping into new awareness of who we are and our qualities of leadership in this world and in this time and in our collective. So I want to share a couple of the teachings from the symbols of the last 2 days, the last 3 days, because they are really special. And the Sabian symbol for our Sunday, the sunrise on Sunday here on the West Coast, is a woman wrapped in fox fur for warmth from the winter. And many of us have been working with fox medicine a lot. It came up again last night in the circle we had here. And one of the real big signatures of fox medicine is the ability to transition. Foxes are very successful at living on the borderlines of environments, in the open and in the forest, and being able to move back and forth and adapt to a variety of spaces and successfully adapt. Someone last night even shared that when she was waiting for a cab in London, a fox came up to her in the middle of the city. So this energy right now of the medicine of fox in dog year is super helpful, because it's a reminder that we have the constitutional help that we need right now in our inner wisdom to make these challenging and exciting and sometimes even scary or overwhelming transitions across thresholds. And these are happening in every moment of the day right now. So the medicine and intelligence of our inner body is helping us with the major transitions that are happening. Then yesterday was 15 Pisces, which is the release of the power point of Pisces, the midpoint, and it's a military leader gathering forces, gathering all the it's a preparation for battle of a group of people joining together and rehearsing what needs to happen to be successful. And this doesn't have to be a sign of aggression. What it is a sign of acknowledging conflict and the way in which we rise together to prepare for challenges. And what I love about Dane Redyear's commentary on this symbol is he speaks to all the preparation that went on in the teams in NASA preparing for the moon landing, and the way in which a great deal of rehearsal and brilliance and combined effort culminated in a successful project that was dangerous and inspiring to the entire collective. So that's what we're engaged in right now. The energy that is coming together right now is supporting us to bring our combined brilliance together for something larger, an adventure that we are in which we're engaging. And then moving out from yesterday into today's Sabian, something very different now, feeling that infusion and bringing forward what has come to this time. The energy today is a period of respite. The image is a person in their quiet study experiencing creative inspiration. So where we are now, and this is very much what we all were feeling last night when we gathered in circle, is the opportunity this year to make a new connection to our inner will, our inner guidance, and the peace we feel and the inspiration we feel when we align with obedience within. That's the energy of today. The amount of creativity and discernment and clear decision making that is available to us when we make these new levels of alignment to obedience to our will and our guidance. And ultimately, that is the message of the Art Alchemy card, especially on the tree, committing to inner alignment and to strengthening our alignment to higher self above all else leads more and more and more to strength, to ease, to grace, and to beauty, and to our ability to participate even more fully together. So I'm so happy to be back again out of my own marathon of the last successful marathon of the last month, to daily messages with you, and to being back into my normal life schedule and my normal routines. And that includes seeing many of you this evening at Circle, and many of you again Wednesday night at Circle. And thanks to each of you for holding space for the amazing creations that have happened over the last few weeks, and for your participation both physically and energetically in supporting this new birth for our community and for the Mystery School. And really have a fantastic day. So before we close, I invite you to take a breath and know that you have in this moment everything you need. The message from the guides right now is that it is here for you now. And whenever there feels a question of chaos or disruption or instability, it's a reminder to take a breath and move within and reconnect to vertical alignment. And take a pause and wait until you feel that vertical alignment before you take an action. And the final piece, they're saying, remember to ask for help. Sometimes it's challenging to regain vertical alignment, and that's the time when we connect out to our grids and ask for a little extra Buddhist support, either from non-physical friends or from our physical friends and helpers and companions. So have a great day. Have a day of creative inspiration, of the feeling of peace and spaciousness from within when you retreat to inner self. And I'll see you again soon.